On. I wasn't planning on doing another live so quickly. I don't normally do like lives this often. Um, okay. I just wanted to make sure this was on. I don't normally do lives this often. I have been doing it more often than I have been in the past. But I definitely wasn't planning on doing this now. But then I realized that Royal Trials just dropped, and then Dragon Rift, I still have to do like the rest of these battles. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I have time. I'm at home. I'm doing nothing. I would be doing this anyway. And I can't play. I mean, I guess I could play. I had to drop like a bunch of rank. I have to be below 5,000, I believe, for my clan. It's part of their rule set. Um, I believe they're waiting for tournament, and the reason for that is so that we can be in mercenaries, I assume. Because there's definitely no way that we're going to go into cadets. If you didn't realize how this works, basically, you will get easier opponents if your entire clan is less than or at these different stages. And then you'll be depending on how well you do in the next one, you'll be bumped up or bumped down. And if you are at 12, if your entire clan is at 12,000, you will start in mercenaries as opposed to starting in masters and then going into champions. And I guess my clan just thinks that, instead of like striving for champions or something, it's easier to be in mercenaries, get the legendary, just get it, get out. It's just you're facing easier opponents, which is a smart strategy. But yeah, so I have to be at less than 5,000. So I can play PvP, but even at this at like where I am in PvP, if we decide to do that, and by we I mean I, even if I decide to do that, the people that I'm facing in like right here are not great. I mean, like really, really not great. Here, like watch, I'll just give you an example. And then I'll like surrender this, and then I'll be at less than 5,000. Genie is fine, but this is the rest of everything. It's like level 1 gadget, this kind of equipment. It's a level 9 Genie. Summoner no talents, Dryad no talents. Yeah, it's not great. I can play these games, assuming that the person stays in the game. But it'll end very quickly. I can do like silly matches. I can do like thrower DPS, or I can do like silly matches. I kind of want to do catapult DPS, with just like substituting, doing Floral Frenzy, but like substituting Blade Dancer for catapult. There's a part of me that wants to try that. I think that would be funny. But I have to play all these Royal Trials. And if you don't know, if you haven't been watching my videos for a while, I have taken the Alchemist build. And essentially what I do is I vary the, where this Tesla is, I vary that unit. So I really like Tesla. I really like Boreas in that spot. And essentially it's a hybrid combination of the Alchemist deck and the Lightning Mage deck, using the J tile. And I use the J tile on the, whatever that unit is. And I've substituted for a lot of different things. I think Reaper is funny. If your Boreas and if you have a Tesla, if your Boreas and your Tesla are on cooldown, you can do that in rotation. I've tried other things. I've tried Thunder Mage and I don't like it. I've tried. What else have I tried? I guess I haven't tried Sharpshooter. I obviously Lightning Mage is fine. I just think it's boring. That's the only reason why. Like, you can keep playing. You can like literally. The reason why this deck is so good, is because the Lightning Mage and Alchemist don't have a cooldown. You can literally just keep running the same deck in Royal Trials over and over and over, and it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna do this and show you how this works. If you've never seen it, it feels like an ad just to get people to buy legendaries. Wait, the game? Oh, the event. It is. I mean, essentially it is. I mean, especially now, because of the added genie. I wasn't even buying into this event, because it's Spirit Master and Robot, and I just maxed out Spirit Master, and I don't necessarily care about Robot. And if I was ever going to upgrade Robot, I would just use because I have a level 13 Robot. If I was going to upgrade Robot, I would use the what would I use? Oh, the book. I would use the Book of Secrets on it. Monk is kind of okay in this format, but I still think if you run this deck, you have a significant advantage over most other decks. Any other normal deck. I think I have an advantage over an Alchemist straight deck. I think a dedicated, what's it called, deck is pretty good. A dedicated Lightning Mage deck is pretty good. But the other thing that I like about this deck and how this runs, do I have the, yeah. The other thing that I like about how this runs is you can merge out Alchemists, and then you get counters on your Teslas, which is very strong. I also like that Tesla is, in and of itself, very strong as well. I can go here to give this guy a charge. Go here. I can go here. I can go here. And then you fill in all of these spots with Alchemists, and then you can merge in Alchemists. Who is the upcoming content creator? What's your Tesla level? What do you mean, who is the upcoming content creator? And my Tesla level, this is Royal Trials, so all of the levels are the same. My personal Tesla level, I want to say it's a 10, but I have the ability to upgrade it twice. I can technically have a 12 right now. I just don't. I'm gonna copy here. I have enough counterspells on other things. You were the upcoming content creator day 2. It is day 2. Why Alchemist? If you don't already know, Alchemist is the most broken thing in this format. Obviously, it's not going to look like that because this guy is already not doing great. But Alchemist is the most broken thing in this format. This is Royal Trials, and the Alchemist deck is absolute insanity. Because when everything has 2k crit, you can't do as much damage. Like, this is a monk that has... why is he running Blessing? He's running Blessing, but he's playing it like Equilibrium by not... This guy is not doing well. When everything has 2k crit, you can't do as much damage as you would normally in any regular format. And so the reason why Alchemist is you can run Golem. And I will show you really quickly because this dude's not doing great. Whenever they're losing to the wave, like right here, at about 4 seconds, start upgrading all of your stuff. That was basically a waste. I should wait. To be fair, I should wait. Later in this game, when I try this again, because I think he's found his footing here, you'll see how good this is. I think he's figuring it out. I mean, he has 2 weakness tiles, which are not great for him. Maybe he's not figuring it out. Maybe he's still gonna die to the way. Oh, no, he's definitely... Yeah. He merged out his center. He's not... No. It's been fun. It's been real. You just get extra damage when everyone's putting out the same DPS. It's not extra damage. It's that the damage that you have the ability to do is capped much earlier than endgame. Basically, most decks that even like legendary decks have the like even I've run Blooming Dash Blade Dancer in this, and that was when I first encountered the Alchemist deck. Even with a Blooming Dash Blade Dancer deck, at about double bosses, you can make it to about double bosses, but because you all have 2k crit, you can't just, go for 100 billion damage, right? Like, there's a cap. When everybody is neutralized at 2000 crit, there is a cap in damage. You can't just exceed from. And so what ends up happening is, I'm gonna pay for one because I will eventually pay for one. Oh, I didn't even change. What eventually ends up happening is when you cap, when both players cap their damage, at around the same amount of time, where both of you would probably die, Alchemist gives you the advantage because you can send a bunch of Alchemists that they can't deal with on their boss. So if their boss is a problematic boss, like a King Pudding, a Dark Priest, a Bedlam, a Warlock, an Assassin, if it's anything like that, like obviously a Trainer is not really going to affect them. A Golem is pretty bad. Especially then it acts as a second win condition, not a Golem, a Gorgon. A Gorgon is really bad for them because then the Golem acts as a win condition. So if all of their stuff gets Gorgoned, you can then Alchemist them and Golem them and then just win outright. But essentially what ends up happening is you both get to a point where both of you are probably going to die, and you won't die because Golem acts like a trainer as well. So it acts as like a slow. And so that you get a Golem every time you upgrade it with a Dryad. You get a Golem whenever you merge them. Like, you can stall out the board for so long. And because you're running Harlequin and Dryad, that's just redundancy. My problem was that I didn't know what to use as a hero. I think the dedicated Alchemist deck is Amari. But I really like J in this format, because you can run a level 20 J and you can get all of the benefits that J gives you. And there's a secondary deck that's the Lightning Mage deck, where you put a Lightning Mage on a J tile and you're getting so much extra damage. So I thought, as just a fun exercise, instead of running the dedicated Alchemist deck or the dedicated Lightning Mage deck, what if I made a hybrid? And so instead of like Harlequining all of my Alchemists and all my Dryads, instead of copying all of my Alchemists and trying to deal Alchemist damage to the waves, which is very difficult, I could Alchemist all of my Dryads and upgrade whatever's on my J tile as my actual wave damage dealer, and I feel like it's much better. It's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Who knows? I wish I had level 10J. Level 10J is... No. Level 5J is... Oh, no, I guess you need the level 10. Because level 5 gives you the tiles. Level 5 gives you the tiles, level 10 gets you the sudden shot. Yeah, you probably need a level 10J. Oh, he's gonna try to tech me out with the tournament deck. He's running the random tournament deck. I don't know if that's good. The reason why this deck was good in tournament was because everything was equalized. In this format, not everything is equalized, and so I have better equipment. I think I have better equipment, and then he has a level 7 flicker where he should have a level 20 flicker. He has the opportunity to have a level 20 flicker, but he doesn't. The reason why it was so good in tournament was because I say the reason why it was so good in tournament, like I'm definitely gonna beat this guy. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. But the reason why it was so good in tournament was because everything was equalized, and so everybody had the same level of all the heroes. I in this format have a level 20 J, and he has a level 7 Flicker. I think you should note that if I do end up beating this. I was actually really excited to see if somebody would run this deck and like try to take it from random tournament into here and see if it works. I don't know. Maybe it will. I never understood how it worked to begin with, so I guess we're gonna find out. There's also no reason to upgrade Boreas. That last game, I didn't even need to upgrade anything. He was just gonna die. But this game, I'm definitely gonna have to upgrade stuff. There's no reason to actually upgrade Boreas. It's just giving you extra damage. It's not giving you anything else. And the extra damage that it's giving you isn't really a lot. If it gets to like late game and you have a lot of extra mana, then you can upgrade it. But I wouldn't recommend upgrading it prior to that. Obviously, you want to upgrade your trappers. I don't need any of these Boreases. I actually need to get rid of this off of a tile so that I can land a Boreas right there. That's not a Boreas. I didn't skip over. I mean, I did skip over it, but I was gonna come back to this. By the way, I noticed your videos are in the wrong aspect ratio, so ones we watch, some of them are turned 90 degrees. That's not an aspect ratio. That's not how aspect ratio works. It's literally just a rotated video. I made a video, why are my videos horizontal as opposed to vertical? You can go check that out, so I don't have to go into a 20-minute explanation. But I do have a video about, that was like the best. That was just the best. It doesn't get better than that. Oh, it does get better than that. The Harley Quinn. Basically, if I get these to like level 4s, like if I get all of them to level 4s, I don't necessarily care to continue upgrading them. And I then switch focus to Alchemists. It's only worth playing at level 13 in the format then. Oh, for the Golem activations, yes. The only reason why you're even running it is for the Golem activations. If you are lower crit and you can only run level 7, level 9s or whatever, I wouldn't do it. It doesn't work the same. You're specifically using it for the Golem activations. You're not using it for anything else. What's funny is I did this on my channel, and I was saying, like, because I've been promoting this deck forever, because I want them to change it. I want them to do something about it. I want them to either give Alchemist a cooldown, so that you can't pick it all the time, Alchemist and Lightning Mage a cooldown, or do, I don't know, they need to do something about this, because this is the only deck that you should run. You should either run an Alchemist deck, or an Alchemist deck, or a Lightning Mage deck. This hybrid, I guess we'll see, like, how good that deck is. I don't know. I don't know if it's that great. I know that Sharpshooter is just broken. Sharpshooter is just amazing. Right here, I don't really need to do anything, and so I kind of want to just save mana. You definitely need the trappers to get extra damage, and the extra slow is really important. I'm using Invigorating Elixir and Thermonuclear Reaction as my talents for Alchemist. I think how that deck works It works with because when Trapper is slowing and grouping all of the things together, you're basically waiting for a mini boss to appear so that the sharpshooter can use shrapnel. And then it basically just melts bosses as well. Thank you. I don't know. That didn't have to happen, but it did, and it's fine. I do need another. I was gonna say I need another trapper, so I'm gonna merge out, but I already got it. I don't need that many trappers. I'm obviously gonna merge out all of these Boreases. I don't need any of them. Because we have a tribunal coming up, if I upgrade all of these, I can reuse them later. If they merge down, which they probably will. Unless it just decides to be really mean to me. And yeah, unless it decides to be really mean to me and just downgrade all of my my Boreases. All of those were 4s. Or I think all of them were 4s. A lot of them were 4s. That was incredibly mean. We have a Bedlam next, which isn't the best. We have 21 seconds. So this is about that time where both players would probably lose. And then you have the ability to golem them. I'm gonna get shuffled here, but what's gonna end up happening here is I can do a bunch of upgrades. This deck is so fun. Like, when people aren't prepared for it, and I know that this guy was probably prepared for it, and that's why he's trying the tournament deck. I think the tournament deck is very specifically in the tournament when all of the factors are equalized. It's unfair that I have like a level 20J and I can have like this equipment when he has like a level 7 flicker and then this equipment. The deck is broken and it's silly. I'm gonna run double ads here, and then I can play another game. And so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I wish I had level 10J. Yeah, I think the level 10J, so that you have the crack shot. The one where the tiles attack, that is also specifically the reason why you would run this deck. Do you have any suggestion for level 7 to 11 only? Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, if you know how to play it. Before this deck existed, I used to just run Blooming Dash Blade Dancer. Like, whenever I could, I would run that. I think... I honestly don't know. I don't even know if it's... I mean, it's definitely worth it, but being in Arena and then having to use one ticket at a time is such a slow rate to climb this. Like, you have to play so many battles and win so many battles. I don't even know if it's worth it. This also depends on what you have unlocked. You can't even use Blooming Dash. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what would be potentially good. Crystalmancer? There are so many people that have, or there are so many accounts that are in leagues. I honestly, until you get to leagues, I don't even think the event is worth your time. I think that's my honest opinion. I think until you get to leagues and you get out of arena, and I think you should. There are other things to focus on. The amount of like things that you're gonna get from this, it's not good enough. With how much work that you're gonna have to put into it, it's very much a leagues thing. If you're in arena, your focus should be getting out of arena. I don't even know if I would. Yeah, I almost wouldn't even recommend playing it outside of that. I made monk, so level 10 J would be huge. I wouldn't run J with monk. At max, it would affect 4 of your tiles, and I don't think that's good enough. I would either run gadget if you have a lot of counter spells on your equipment, or run mermaid. I think mermaid is the obvious choice. So that you can, if you have like a level 5 plus mermaid. But I wouldn't run J in a monk deck. In a monk deck, you're trying to build, unless you're running blessing, I could see running J, because you put the center monk on a J tile, and that's kind of okay. But if you're running like equilibrium, which is what most people like want to run when they run monk, I would either run gadget if you have a lot of counter spells, or mermaid if you don't have a lot of counter spells. If you don't know any good video editing for your videos, then I use Power Director. I use Power Director just to combine clips. I specifically, like, my videos are what they are because they're very easy for me to produce. In that there is no production value. I have no production value in my videos. I have no intro. I have no music playing in the background. I don't have like all of these like bells and whistles that other like YouTubers have. Mostly because I kind of want this to feel very conversational in the way that this does. I like being able to just very simply make a video by pressing record, talking about the subject that I'm talking about, and then hitting stop, and then that's my video. I don't normally like, I feel like if I had the ability to rewatch my video and edit it, and in such a way that it took out all of the ums and the uhs, and then, you know, like if I went on a tangential like subject and then had to come back to whatever my original thought was, I feel like if I had the ability to edit that, I would edit it to death. And it would take me like twice the amount of time and effort to like edit it, because I would hate it all the time. And so I just kind of trust that, you know, like prior to me like pressing play, I kind of just trust that whatever I say, I mean. And that's why I don't make a lot of videos very often, because if I know what I want to talk about, I will like very definitively talk about that thing. If I don't know where I'm going with like what the subject matter is of that video, it'll just come out bad and I just delete them. Yeah, that's how I feel about my videos. But if you're talking about like Power Director because of the orientation size, the orientation of my video, then yeah, I have a video dedicated to that question, and it's on my channel. It's called "Why Do I Make Horizontal Videos?" or "Why Are My Videos Horizontal?" I'm gonna be funny, and I'm gonna use this Reaper. I don't completely love it, but I think it's funny. I'm pretty sure I use Trophy Skull and Maximum Gain. Or do I use Mortal Harvest? I don't know. I think Trophy Skull is better. Because at the very least, it starts dealing damage. And I think that's what you need. Do I have a counterspell? What is this? Dark Domain? I have a counterspell for Dark Domain on my spear. And then you're running spear. So then you're getting a faster attack as well. It's pretty good. I don't completely... Oh, so this is the dedicated Lightning Mage deck. The reason why I run weakness tiles, by the way, is because the only thing that you can do against the Lightning Mage deck is either Shaman them, if you want to run Shaman, or because I don't care about my growth tiles and dealing more damage with a growth tile, and all I care about are these J tiles, I'd rather give them weakness tiles to maybe theoretically mess up their dumb J tiles. And that's why I would recommend using weakness. I also have counter spells on my weakness tiles. And so that's also pretty good. Pretty good. This is also pretty good. As is this guy. I obviously don't need this many trappers. Oh, that was also pretty good. All of this. I like all of this. I like all of the things that are happening here. I like that as well. I love when they just slot into place like that. It makes this so much easier. When you have counter spells, you have the ability to Harlequin them into place, and then trust that your counter spell will eventually work. And that's why counterspell is so good. You need to run it. The Bedlam I can kill with my J, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna wait on this because if I get another Harlequin, I won't have another Dryad. Oh, there we go. And now I can overcommit here. I wonder if I can kill it without using J. Yes, I can. The thing about Alchemist is that it tends to kill much later, at which point that's another plus to the Reaper, because it has more of a chance to kill something or to insta kill something, because it has and then stack up stacks, Reaper stacks. At which point that's contributing to Reaper damage, which is pretty good. I'm gonna start merging some of this stuff out. I'm gonna merge this away. Because if I merged it onto it and became a trapper, I would have to get rid of it again, and that's not great. 3 and above is too high whenever you want something on a tile. Like, I can, see you merging, like, twice onto it and having it be a 3, but once you get that 3, don't merge a 4 onto it. Yeah, this is fine, because then I can just do that. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to wait on this. Yeah. In the case that I get this. Because then I can do that. I might be able to auto-kill this Tribunal too. he did not do well against those Alchemist golems. So now you know how effective they will be if you decide to send them. And that's important to note. I don't know what's happening here. I just want... Oh, never mind. I just want that. I'm gonna copy all of these, at which point I'll get these invigorations. I use invigoration elixir because all I care about is speed. I don't care necessarily about alchemist damage. I'd rather them be able to throw much quicker. Essentially, what you do is you wait for you wait till like the 4-second mark, and then you merge out all your golems, or you merge out all your alchemists. And I believe that's the timing on it. Like 4 seconds. As long as you're winning the damage race. I also kind of want to just get rid of them, just to get rid of them as well. Yeah. I'm gonna upgrade this guy. I'm gonna upgrade this guy. I'm gonna merge these out. That was fine. I have like a 50-50 against this. Sometimes I can win it. We'll see. This is the only matchup that I fear. And that's the problem with this format. Oh, he's not winning at all. When you see your opponent like losing to the wave, your alchemists are going to get them in the next round. 4. It's been fun. It's been real. Oh, is he gonna win? I mean, is he gonna not lose? Not win, but not lose? He's gonna not lose. And I have no more alchemists. Which is not great for us. I mean, I have this one guy, but that's not a lot of guys. Ghosts. Come on, ghosts. Come on, ghosts. Oh no. Oh, the fortune teller has the ability to stop ghosts. Or not. It can't be insta-killed. I want to say I kill this, and then I can, like, stop it. Ghost. It's been fun. I know the mermaid is better, but I only have level 2 mermaid, and in Random League I played monk with Jay, and it was the best choice. It's possible. Wait, in Random League. In Random League, you had the ability to have, like, a level 10? Was it, like, a level 10 mermaid? Random League, I played the same deck all the time. I have a video where I just played Clown Monk, and I won, like, all my games. It was really funny. It was just... I did a stream when I was playing, where I did Random League, and I was just playing, or I did a video, maybe I did a video, I don't know, I think I did both, but I was just playing Clown Monk, and I was just winning against everybody. It was really good. But I mean, like, if Jay worked for you, then it works. I kind of like the new AI text-to-speech, but they still need a lot of work. You could have put landscape and just fill the 916 so it doesn't lay down, but you could also just keep it 916. I'm gonna, again, I have a whole video. I don't want to go into I talk enough in these streams to not reiterate a like 15-minute long video, but I also address that problem as well. And if you watch that video, you will completely understand what I'm talking about, and why my videos are horizontal and not vertical, and not horizontal/vertical, which is what you're talking about with the black bars on the side. I always mess up the golem timing. It's just like you have to wait till like 4 seconds. I'm convinced that the timing is 4 seconds. At 4 seconds, start doing stuff and don't stop. But also don't overcommit. You have to know that it is going to be effective. You don't want to do it on like a tamer boss or like a tribunal, like a one-hit tribunal, or I don't know. There are some like bosses that just don't matter. You want to do it on something that is going to matter. Like a warlock is a pretty good one. Assassin is okay. It kills one thing and then just downgrades one thing. But like a warlock just keeps hitting, like, and destroying unit after unit after unit. King Pudding is a good one. Unless, well, they won't have like a level, or unless they have like a level 5 mermaid, at which point it doesn't matter. They're just going to eventually cleanse everything. A dark priest is the same thing. There's a lot of factors, but I mean, for the most part, if you start doing, if you know what you're going to do, like you're like, you have to like mentally do it. You're like, I'm going to merge these two. I'm going to merge these two. I'm going to upgrade this, then merge it out. Because if you upgrade something, if you have like a level 2 alchemist and a level 1 alchemist, when you upgrade, you get a golem. And then when you merge the two, you get another golem. So like, do all of your upgrades first and then do all of your merges. And if you do it all at like the 4 second time, if you start doing it at the 4 second, it should be enough. It should be enough if your opponent is losing the wave. If they're not killing the wave and the wave is like halfway across the screen, when you do it, it's going to be like really, really effective. But yeah, that is a thing, like understanding that timing. I have low level equipment. That's the only reason I do not like these modes. I'd recommend it. You can have low level equipment, but if you have this deck, like if you have a level 10 plus, if you have a level 10 plus, oh my God, where is it? If you have a level 10 plus J to get the sudden shot ability, Alchemist and Lightning Mage are basically, they're free. Like they're units that will already be at 13. I feel like if you use this in the, like with, against the people that you're probably playing, you'll have a better shot at this game. Because not everybody uses this. And I know that because I have a secondary account that I use, and I beat so many people with a much lesser version of this deck. Like I have like a level 10J, and I have like the Boreas. I just got a Tesla very specifically for this format. You need the counter spells though. The counter spells are what's gonna get you. If you have the counter spells on the correct equipment, or on the correct factions, that's gonna be that's where the real thing happens. Like, it's really difficult if you don't have it. If you don't have the counter spells, because you could die. You could potentially die to negative effects. And this becomes like, I don't want to say impossible, but much harder if you can't counterspell. I'm gonna play the rest of my Dragon Rift if I have anything to play. And yet again, this is why I have Tesla. This is why I want to upgrade Tesla. It's because nobody wants to play Tesla, or nobody wants to play all the engineer ones. Is that the same one? I picked the same one. I just picked the same one twice again. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, RL Sideswipe said, "Do you remember me?" I do, because I made the joke that your name sounds like a weird combination of you liking Goosebumps and, what was the other thing? Goosebumps and Transformers. I feel like if somebody really liked Goosebumps and Transformers, they would call themselves RL Sideswipe. RL, obviously, for RL Stein, and then Sideswipe, because it's probably a Transformers character. No! I mean, I guess I got a tile out of that. A growth tile thing. No! Why are you like that? Oh, that's fun. Did I pick that? Is that what I picked? Bam. I have level 10 epics. Me to Bradley. Who's Bradley? I don't know what's happening. Hi again. Hi again indeed. I don't see any of your videos talking about it. I went all the way back to your first video and couldn't find it. Can I can find it. Oh my god. I'll find it. Maybe. Videos. It was pretty recent. Like, you definitely wouldn't have to go to, like, my first video or something. But I'm also, it is also going to look like I'm not paying attention to this game if I do this. No! And I don't know if I don't know if this is high level enough to not pay attention to this game. 3? Is that the play? Yeah, that's the play. I can't I can upgrade this. What am I doing? Let's do that. I don't even have a 2. I don't use these mana flasks enough, so I use them here. So that I can speed this process along. Is it under, I feel like it should be in my playlists under guides? Would I put that under guides? It's under playlists under guides. It's why I have horizontal videos. I did it. I found it. Upgrade. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here, here, here. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Because then now I can go here, here. It felt like one of the things I should put under guides. Whenever I'm addressing a question that I get all the time, I normally put those videos under guides, so that I can always reference them. Let's go here. Big plays, big plays. Oh, that didn't work out. I mean, I guess that worked out. That's fine. Boop. Bradley is an American armored personal tank, if I remember correctly. So what does Me Too Bradley mean? I don't know what that means. Unless he was responding to somebody. We'll never know. It's fine. We're moving on. Oh, look at that. Look at that perfect upgrade. I just need to get rid of this now. Nope. I like that that's feeding into this. Bleep. Oh, weird. Four. Oh, I should have done that. It would be a 5. That would. Why didn't I do that? That would have been like the easiest way to make that a 5. And it would have solved my problem of getting rid of those. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. Oh, that didn't work out. I'm gonna go here. Here, because then that'll give that a counter. Here. Here. Double 4, that's our 5. And that's the game. This is me having like a level 10 Tesla as well. 100. 4 shards. I do like Chemist. I do like Chemist because I don't have a high level Trapper. I think if you have like a... I don't know what the cutoff point is. I thought the cutoff point would be where I am. I thought like a level 10 or higher would be the cutoff point. It's not. I think like 12. Like if you have a 12 or higher Trapper, Trapper's better. If not, just use Chemist. It's just easier. With Trapper, you have to have a lot of them on the field, which commits a lot of board space that I don't necessarily like committing to. I'd rather just build up the one Chemist and have it auto-hit everything all the time. They just severely nerfed Trapper over the course of time. I don't like any of this. Actually, if I can get a night statue right here, that would be the best. And that's the best. Look at it. It's the best. Look at all these. Look at all these spots. I even like this Chemist right here, so that I can hit that as quickly as it can. All things being equal, always put like your support unit like right here, so that that distance is closer than if you had it over here and it had to travel over. This will automatically hit everything. Whoa. I don't even want it. I'm gonna go up here, down here, upgrade and delete. That's a 3. Oh, I was hoping to get rid of it, but I guess this is better. 2. Let's go here. Let's go here. I was trying to free up all these spaces so that I could keep merging onto the tiles. I'm gonna make that a 2 and then give that a charge. Let's get rid of that guy. That's a 2 and a 3. Oh my god. My next hit is obviously gonna it's gonna be a scrapper hit. So Chemist or Trapper? It depends on how high. It depends on the deck. That's like the great debate. It's like what's better, Chemist or Trapper, and it's not that straightforward of an answer, because you have to understand what deck you're building. If you're building like a Dark Inquisitor deck where you're only using one tile on the board, Trapper is probably better because you could fill the board with trappers. If you're running like a Blade Dancer deck, you can't afford the space of having Scrapper, like a bunch of Scrappers and Trappers. Like, it's just too much board space. So Chemist is better in that deck. And it really just kind of comes down to board space. If you can afford the board space, a majority of the time, Trapper is probably better. But if you can't, Chemist is better. And then what level are the two things? Like, if you have a level 7 Chemist and a level 9 Trapper, then use the level 9 Trapper. If you have a level 9 Trapper and a level 15 Chemist, you just use the Chemist. There's a lot of factors, and I don't necessarily know if there's a correct answer. But yeah. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Free gems, please. Well, since you ask, please. That's not really in my. I don't make money. I don't know who you think I am, but I don't make money, or at least not now. I don't have a monetized channel. And you asking for money is kind of strange. It's I don't know if you think that I just have extra gems, or I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know where you're coming at from, like, with that kind of with that talk, because I am also poor within Rush Royale. I think if you saw, I have 200 gems. I'm not one of those YouTubers that buys like, here's my 5,000 gem opening. You know, like, that is not who I am in this game. I'm waiting for this guy to get 4 so I can eat it. Oh, that's not great. It's not the worst thing, but it's not great either. Just gems, just free gems over free Palestine. Oh, is that why people were calling you the troll? Is that who you are? Favorite emote? I think it would be too easy for me to say the bird, the screaming bird. Oh, I can't even use emotes now because I'm playing against myself. I would be sending them to myself. I I really like the... I think my favorite emote, my actual favorite emote, is the guy that goes, because I do that in my own real life. I think it's really funny. Free gems. If only. Oh, I should upgrade over here. 3. I'm gonna upgrade over here. Upgrade here. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, there we go. We did it. We did it, guys. Bam! My favorite emote. I use it all the time because I also like that it's not completely aggressive. It's very passive aggressive. And that's who I am as a person. I had a friend a long time ago tell me that I have a talent of making people look dumb without them knowing that that's what I'm doing. And that's what this emote is. That's my favorite one. These are all the ones that I use all the time. I mean, it would be too easy to say that one because as soon as that came out, that was like everybody's favorite emote. I like this one. It's the Homer Simpson slinking back into the baseball thing. As a I'm gonna win, I love this one. I like that one. This is a creator of the content creator one. That's my new toxic emote. It's or the old toxic emote was this. Oh no. The old toxic emote that I used to use was this one. And I'm pretty sure they had to have taken that from Jurassic Park. You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say the magic word. It's like the exact same like tone too. As a start, like whenever I'm starting a match, I like using this one. I think this is funny. Like just when you start a match. But yeah, I think this is my favorite. How do I feel about toxic decks? I feel like toxic decks are gonna be down in the dumps after the newest update. Cause my god, they took the hammer to toxic decks. The toxic decks, I'm not gonna say they will be no more, but by god they're taking a hit with 24.0. At max, a Frost King can only freeze 2 units. Sea Dog can only hit 1 unit with the ghost, and then 2 units if it's a like double treasures or whatever. So at max it's 2 units per merge. Sea Dog will also only send out 1 explosive barrel as opposed to 3. They nerfed Clock. They're gonna nerf Shaman. I don't know if it's official yet, but I do happen to know about a Shaman nerf, and my god, it's silly. It is a silly nerf. That's all I can say about that because I don't know if that one's official. Yeah, like Sharpshooter only hits like 1 unit no matter what level it's at. So you have to have a lot of sharpshooters for it to even hit things. So it doesn't upgrade on sharpshooter hits. Nobody uses Witch as a toxic unit. Most people that use Witch use it for Gifts of the Raven. So that's not even really a toxic unit anymore. Toxic units are like the ban hammer is the ban hammer is dropping down hard in 24.0. Let me tell you that. Ween Rained. Hi. I don't know what else to say. Whenever anybody says hi, like just hi, I don't know where to go with that. I feel like every girl on Instagram, when they get 50,000 messages per day, and it's just guys saying hi, hey, what's up, hi, 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 hey, hi, what's up, what are you doing, hi. That's how that feels. Whenever, I never know what to respond with. So I just go hi in a very awkward fashion, and then I just move on. And it makes me feel weird because I want to like say more, but I don't have anything to bounce off of. Always start with a question. In my chat or in a hot single in your area, always start with a question. It promotes conversation, or it's the start of conversation. You don't have to like carry the conversation. In fact, you've seen me or not seen me. You've heard me talk at length about nothing. But that's all based on like somebody's question. And then I'll usually just keep talking to myself. Almost to an excessive degree. Almost. Some might argue definitely an excessive degree. I tried that. 9x16 gameplay, but 16x9 landscape. I want to say that I tried that, and it was too small. Even though it was definitely the same size as everybody else. Unless I'm not formatting it correctly. At that point, I don't know. Why am I setting this up right here? That doesn't seem like a very efficient way. And this is on a... I mean, I guess it's always going to be eventually on a weakness tile. But it is also on a weakness tile. One... Oh, what am I doing? Let's upgrade this guy. That one's fine. I'm going to eat this guy. Yeah, this isn't efficient at all. I'm gonna work with it. It's gonna be okay. I trust that if I trust this will be fine. I trust that the growth tiles weren't doing an amazing amount for me. There's probably an argument that I should probably just build 4 anyway. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll just focus 4. Too small is just people who don't have large phones. Yeah, but like, what's wrong with how I'm doing it now? You get the best of both worlds, like Miley Cyrus. I get my thumbnail, and you get a vertical video. If you're saying like, oh, but then you can cater to people who only watch things on their computer, right? If you're saying like, oh, why don't you cater to those people? You have to understand that as a content creator and as a creator of literally anything, people will find a different reason to dislike everything that you do, no matter what you do. And that can just, like, it can just keep going, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you can keep trying to cater to people, but at a certain point, you kind of have to just stop, or else you'll just keep doing new things. And then at that point, you might alienate somebody else, and then that person will start hating you because you're now doing all of this other stuff for this other person. My question to you is, what's wrong with how I'm doing it now? We have to end with a question. Because, like, the first time that I tried it, and I was like, hey, I think I figured this out. I think I figured out what I could do to give you guys a vertical video, but at the same time also have a thumbnail. because some people just wanted me to make vertical videos, and I just didn't want to do that. I thought that I felt that because like Momo Royale, he makes very specifically, he makes nothing but vertical videos, and they don't have thumbnails. He creates thumbnails, but if you're searching for it in YouTube, like you get no thumbnails. And so you can do that if you're willing to sacrifice the thumbnail. But like most people just wanted a vertical video because it's easier, because it's like you're playing. You can watch the screen as if though you are playing, and it's the easiest format to see everything, right? I don't think anybody would argue that a vertical video is the best format for this vertical game. But like, what's wrong with how? So what's wrong with how I'm doing it now? I've made over 500 videos. I kinda know. All right. Congrats on being an official content creator. Thank you. There was a part of me that never thought that would ever happen. Because getting like 1,000 subscribers in this game where, the market for content creation is already basically A-Friend Gaming and Momo Royale. Like they have basically they've cornered the Rush Royale market, and Rush Royale is not very like, not diverse. That's not the right word. It's like there's no. What am I trying to say here? There's not a lot of content that you can make about the same thing. Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. See, this is like one of those, this is like somebody was saying, oh, about editing videos. We're going back to fun mix time. This is something where I feel like I have like a thought and it's not happening. And so this is like one of those things that I would talk at length in a video, but right now it's not coming to me. And right now I just sound stupid because I can't think of what I'm trying to say. And this is how I would not, this is exactly when I would not make a video. Oh, I already beat this. Okay. Okay, I'll give you an example. I used to play a game, and I go back to this all the time. I used to play a game. Oh, does anybody want to co-op? If anybody wants to co-op, I actually could use it because I have 140 plus tokens. My ID number is 210 15 6 18. I don't know if you can see it on the bottom here. Some people, when I put up the screen, they said that they can't see it on the bottom. But if you add me and just start a co-op, just do a damage deck and then do your highest level, we can play co-op. I say we can play co-op because I'm gonna tell a long story. Whenever I want to set up a long story. Do I need to copy and paste it again? You might have to. I don't know if anybody else is here that have already added me. But I will tell you this. In the amount of time that everybody added me, I have not played with a single person once. And so people were getting like all mad that I deleted them in my last stream or in 2 streams ago. And so I said I would no longer delete people. I'm just telling you, like, I have not played co-op, like without streaming with any of these people since whenever they added me. I feel like it's the most useless feature in this game. Like the friends feature. I think it's useful in the sense that like now on a stream, I can play with somebody because they know that I'm asking for co-op. Nobody wants to play co-op. I can play co-op with a random person. I just thought that if anybody wanted to play co-op, because everybody, wants to play co-op all the time to earn gold and raise their crit and do all of the things, that I could beat co-op for you and obtain time so that I can tell a story. Unless nobody wants to. Inevitably, somebody's going to write in the chat. They're going to be like, why isn't this guy doing anything? I can. You just have to add me. I can help anybody who sends me the request first. All right, I'm just going to start this story. Does the chat disappear? Does chat disappear? Can you read all of the chat? Can you scroll up? Or does it disappear? Does the chat disappear? Like, do you not have the ability to scroll through chat? I don't know what's happening. Anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I have 925. That's annoying. Do I not have the ability to get like 75 somewhere? If I buy Dragon Rift, I'm not going to buy Dragon Rift. I could buy Rural Trials. Do I care about that? Do I care about getting a genie? Oh. 44,000. I like how it just doesn't even matter. All right, I guess I'm just gonna start the story. So there was a game that I used to play, and it's called Disney Sorcerer's Arena. And there were multiple content creators on that platform or for that game, but Cozy Gamer was the main one. He was the person that did all the videos. He had all the things. He every time there was an update, he did update news. He had, like, as soon as anything dropped, he had it maxed. And then he showed gameplay. He did guides. He did all the things, just all the things. He did tier lists. He was the best at it. He was the best person for that game. At which point, there were other people that tried to be content creators for that game, and it just didn't matter. Because he had like the best videos for that game that it dwarfed everybody. Like the video quality, the content that other people had, like there was no reason to be a content creator for that game because he had such a market on it. In order to be a content creator, you have to be able to do something that other people are not doing. You have to be, and like one of those things, very simply, is you have to give in general, your own opinion. What am I doing? I think there was a part of me that thought I was playing Blooming Dash, and I'm definitely not playing Blooming Dash. Sorry, I'm gonna concentrate on this game really quick. I'm gonna save my voice and concentrate on this game. I will be 1 second. And then I'll catch up on chat. You know what? I think that's fine. I think I can leave it there. Okay, so games by the beach. Cozy Gamer had he cornered such a market on the content the content creator front for Disney Sorcerer's Arena that it never made any sense for anybody to even be a content creator. They did it, and they did it because they love the game, and that's a reason to do it. But in terms of popularity, everybody understood that Cozy Gamer was the only person that even mattered. There were other people that did other things. There are still people that do the things. But I mean, like, this guy was so important to that community that the developers of the game joined his live streams to drop information. That's how, like, dominant Cozy Gamer was. And then Cozy Gamer started to realize how bad the game state was getting, and even he left that game. And when he left that game, that's when I left that game. Because I was like, if the best person who is the most invested in your game doesn't even like your game anymore, you're doing something wrong. And I just haven't played it since. But I kind of looked at Rush Royale the same way. But there were, like, a reasonable amount of people that made content for this game, and they were all a little bit different. You had, like, A-Friend Gaming, and you have Momo Royale, and you have Mr. G-Man. I don't think he doesn't do this anymore, but when I first started, he was a person. And then you obviously had Games by the Beach, and you had, like, these like varied, a lot of different varied people that were creating different kinds of content at different stages of the game. Like, Games by the Beach doesn't have the account that A-Friend Gaming has. And then Momo Royale only posts, like, gameplay videos, and he doesn't talk like how A-Friend Gaming does. So there's like different things that you can go to for different reasons. And, like, I love this game, and I obviously was playing this game, but there was a part of me that felt like, what niche, like, can I bring to make content for this game? And I love talking, obviously, right? I love talking. I love talking about things. I love, like, giving my opinion on things. I love talking at length about things. And one of the first videos, or the first video that I ever created for this channel that made me want to create a Rush Royale video was how to co-op. I was playing with so many terrible co-op people, and I was playing co-op so much because I understood the value of playing co-op. And I was like, why don't these people understand how to co-op? Like, you get these people that are playing a DPS deck, and you're playing Shaman, right? And they set up level 1 Blade Dancers and then go ahead, Shaman me. Now it's your time. You're gonna play the rest of this game for me, right? And that's how they act. They just set up a board of level 1 Blade Dancers, and they're like, well, I'm done. Shaman the rest of my board. Now it's your turn. Play the next 49 or the next 39 rounds, right? And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you playing? Why aren't you like actively playing the game? Then when you can't do anything anymore, then you do the thumbs up, and then now you're, instead of going from 1s to 7s on your board, your opponent is going from 5 to 7 or 4 to 7, and that's much easier. And then you don't feel like you failed because they couldn't shaman you more. And then on the opposite end, people who felt like they weren't shamaning enough. That's why they were putting things like Cauldron in their deck, and they were putting in Trickster as their hero. And I was like, what are you doing? I don't even like what you're doing. Like, you should be playing like, you should be playing Shaman and Harlequin and Mime and Clock. Like, that's, and run Mari so that you can kill things, so that you can make the game quicker. Run Reaper so that it's easier on your opponent. So it's not like they're killing like an entire wave. Like, and I was just so bothered by like how people were co-oping that I was like, I need to make this video. And I felt compelled to make this video. And so that ended up being the first video that I ever made. And then what ended up happening was I started to realize that, because the only thing that you can do as a content creator is the best thing that you can do is you can be who you are as a person. And hopefully people like that. Hopefully people gravitate toward what you have to offer, and hopefully that works. And what I like doing is I like making long form content. And it's counterproductive to what everything everybody says about this new generation of people who are obsessed with TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. And that's why there are multiple different versions of that same concept. Like the entire like scroll next, right? And people don't have the attention span for something that is long form. People don't have the attention span to wait or to earn something, right? That's why you get like a bunch of people like in this game that will be like, what's the quickest way to earn 40,000 gold? What's the quickest way to upgrade all your cards? What's the quickest way to get all the legendaries? What's the quickest way to max all your legendaries? That's also part of that same concept. People don't like waiting for things anymore. People want things now. And if it's not interesting, if it's not the best, if it's not the meta, if it's not the greatest, then it's useless, right? Like when you look at like movie reviews, because I'm a very big movie guy. Everything is either 100 or it's 0. There is no like room for an opinion, right? It's either it's the best thing I've ever seen. This movie is the best. It's the greatest thing. 10 out of 10, right? Or it's this movie sucked. It was the worst thing ever. Like it should burn in a fire. 0, 0, 0, right? What if you said like, oh, I thought it was pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10, right? Somebody would tell you like, oh my God, what did you hate about this movie? How come you hated this movie? How come like you didn't like this movie? Like it was the greatest. It deserves a 10, right? Because that's who we are as like a society. And it's all about extremes. And I, as a content creator, I like explaining things. I like like the thing that I want people to get out of this game is that every single complaint that you have, I probably have a solution for it. Like anything that you could complain about this game, I could probably tell you how it's not that bad. Like a lot of people, like the main argument is that this game is pay to win, right? And I have a giant argument about that. I don't think this game is pay to win. A Friend Gaming very specifically said, it is not pay to win, it is pay to play harder opponents. That's it. That's all it is. If you sink $10,000 into this game and you max out all of your stuff, all you're going to be doing is paying or playing people that have maxed out stuff. And guess what? You're still going to lose. You're still going to lose every so often. You're going to lose as much as you lose now. But you'll be playing 40-minute games against top-level players. That's the only difference. This game isn't pay to win. It is pay to play harder people. But I like analyzing this game. And I felt that a lot of content creators of this game, and they're all successful. Like, so this is no shade. Whenever I say this, like, whenever I compare like what I'm doing and what they're doing, I'm never discrediting like what they're doing, because what they're doing, they're very successful. They're more successful than me. I just got to 1,000 subscribers, which is insane to me, because like I said, what I love doing is I like making long form content. I like talking about things for an excessive period of time that this generation of people don't care about, because they want everything now and they want a simplified version. That's how TLDR became a thing, right? Like too long didn't read. Oh, just make me a summary. Or like some people will watch my comment on my tier lists. Why is your tier list video so long? Like, how come you don't like summarize? When I was making full tier lists about every card in the game, people were like, "Oh, how come you don't have? How come you don't just talk about legendaries? Why are you talking about commons, epics, and rares? Like, just talk about legendaries." At which point, I eventually like decided to make 2 separate tier lists. But when I made like the full tier list, I was like, why? Like, why don't you just skip to the part where I talk about legendaries? Why does this bother you so much? Like, just skip ahead. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Like, just skip ahead. But telling me to make a shorter video just so that it's easier for you to find the exact unit that you want me to talk about so that you can complain that my opinion is wrong is insanity. And so, like, I just felt that as a content creator, if I wanted to be a content creator, I had to do what I felt like I could do that nobody else was doing, which was give my opinion on the game and not just play the game. I feel like every content creator was just playing the game. Like, I didn't need to explain to you, like, my Blade Dancer setup. I don't need to explain to you, like, my talents or my crit level or why I'm doing all the things that I'm doing. If you, like, want to ask, if you don't understand, like, what's happening, I will answer that. But I'd rather talk to you about all the things that I'm talking to you about right now. The reason why, like, there's several reasons, but, like, one of the reasons why I don't play music in the background is because I want you to hear me talk. And if you don't like hearing me talk about my opinions about this game, and you just want to see, like, gameplay, and you just want to hear... I feel like that's boring. Like, just me personally. I feel like that's boring. I don't feel like that's engaging. I don't feel like that builds an audience. Again, me personally. This is very successful to other people, but me personally, I don't think that that's engaging as an audience member. What I can give you as, like, me, the person, as a content creator, I can give you my opinion on things and why I think that things are good or why I think that things are bad. And one of those things that I don't think a lot of content creators talk about are opinions about this game and how to look at this game. I have to catch up on this. What game? Rush Royale. It's definitely Rush Royale. I sent you a request. I trust that I have a lot of requests. I have one request. If you would also like to play co-op, you can. Anybody who wants to play co-op, just like send me a request as soon as like one of these games are done, and I'll automatically just jump into the next one. There are good and less good movies, in my opinion. Like, I can watch The Hobbit 24/7 because they are great, but can also watch Underworld and Twilight since they are good too. And the thing about like movies, it's subjective. Movies are art. I talk about this guy all the time. I watch John Campea all the time, and he has impressed upon me that movies are art, and as such are subjective. One person can watch a movie that you think is bad, and they can love that movie because it hits them in a different way than it hits you. And you could like a movie that somebody else hates because it hits you a different way, and you know it, and it doesn't resonate with them or with you, right? Congrats on 1K sub. Thank you. That is, yeah. That was basically my whole speech of like, it won't let me play against. Oh, it's probably because I have to like do something. It should show me now. I think it's if you're not actively like switching tabs, for some reason it doesn't show up. It should be fine now. Maybe. Maybe. Now. Raven Skybird. It should be fine now. If the person is idle and they're not doing anything, like they're not like switching tabs, I reset my game. Oh, okay. There you go. You did it! What movie is timeless? Don't comment on my user. What? Why? Now I want to know. I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to know before. Like RL, what is it? RL Skybird? Or RL, I can't even remember now. RL Sideswipe? How, like, my assumption is that the person just really likes RL Stein and Transformers. I wouldn't have said anything about like Raven Skybird, but now that you've mentioned it, it's one of those things that like now that you've mentioned it, now I want to know. I wouldn't have said anything. It's like bringing something up, or it's like saying, was it don't think about the color blue, and because you've said it, now the only thing that you can think about is the color blue. Think about any color. Don't think about the color blue. Whatever you do, don't think about blue. And I'm like, well, now I kind of want to think about blue. F and F. Fast and Furious. I'm assuming that's what Fast and Furious, or F and F is. What movie do you think is timeless? Just that anyone can watch no matter the age, kind of like old James Bond movies. You think that regardless of age, people can watch old James Bond movies? I feel like because there are some old movies that I just can't watch because it feels so dated, and I feel like James Bond movies are dated. I'll give you an example. I saw the new Evil Dead, not Evil Dead Rise, like the new Evil Dead remake. Um, and I mean, I also saw Evil Dead Rise, but that's unimportant to my story. I saw the new Evil Dead. Why did I allow that to happen? Who knows? Should I go crazy? I'm gonna go crazy here. Yeah, it worked out. I was like, what if that becomes a dryad? Wouldn't that be cool? And it did. I saw the new Evil Dead and I loved it. And I went back because I loved it, and everybody talks about the original. I have not drank anything for as long as I've been streaming. Okay. I watched the original Evil Dead that everybody, for as long as I've been alive, have been like raving about. Like, oh, this is such a great movie. I watched it, and that movie felt so dated. I felt like I was literally watching like a high school play. It felt so off-putting that I never finished it. It just felt like I was watching like a budget high school like drama play. And it felt so gross. And not in the horror movie way, in the what was their budget? Like $5? Was it like somebody some high school kid's money, pocket change? It felt so like such an old movie. And I don't know, like when you say time, like again, movies are subjective. There is no movie for everybody. John's argument, whenever people bring up the idea that, oh, well, there's like, there's a database, right? Top 10 greatest movies of all time. Like movies, you can categorize a good movie and a bad movie. And he's like, no, because there's no way to measure what that is. Like a list of people saying these are the top 5 best movies, that's just a subjective list. It's a collection of subjective opinions that you can categorize, but you can't say that those are the best movies. Movies hit everybody differently. Using a word like timeless means that it will apply to everybody, and the idea of the subjectivity of movies is that you cannot categorize it for everybody. So if I said something like, "Oh, I think Lion King can be enjoyed by everybody," right? I feel like that's a pretty safe choice. Lion King. Not the live action, quote unquote live action one, not the new animated one, the old animated one. If I said like Lion King, and I put it to your test of it is timeless and everybody will love it, there's somebody out there that's going to be like, I don't like the Lion King. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't like the Lion King. Here, maybe I'll try the internet test. The Lion King is the greatest movie of all time. You heard it here first, folks. I said The Lion King is the greatest movie, and no movie beats The Lion King. It is the best movie that ever existed in the history of cinema. All right, now we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait for that one person to say, no, it isn't. I hate The Lion King. I lost my dad, and The Lion King reminds me of that, and I hate that movie. I don't know. Anytime you ever say any definitive statement online, there will be somebody that comes out of the woodwork and they're just like, I don't like that movie. I don't know what you're talking about. It always happens. Just make a post. Make a post. And it's just film the sky, and the title of your video is "The Sky is Blue," and then just film the sky being blue, and just do voiceover. Just as you're filming, just do voiceover and be like, "The sky is blue, and it's always this color. This is a definitive fact, and it's proven by science. The sky is blue." And then just upload that to YouTube and just watch your comment section just fucking explode. That was my one F-bomb for this video. We are a PG-13 channel here. I get one F-bomb per video. You could have gone full Harry Potter and name yourself Ravenclaw. I am Team Ravenclaw. House Ravenclaw, I guess is how they would say it. I am House Ravenclaw. If I had to pick a house, it would be Ravenclaw. I am all about Luna Lovegood. I used to Disney bound, and I guess in this case it would be Universal bound. And I have bounded. If you don't even know what this term is, I don't want to explain it. It's just another long term. But I bounded as Luna Lovegood at Universal Studios. That was really fun. I did it for my birthday one year. And I've also bounded as just a regular Ravenclaw, person. I have like a cardigan. It was like a cardigan, jeans. It was a great time. I am Team Ravenclaw. House Ravenclaw. Team Edward. I think Team stemmed from Twilight. I think that's when Team started, like Team Edward and Team Jacob. But yes. Anyway. Joanna Anderson is back. How do I feel about the extra crit chance on Blade Dancer? I have stated this in a comment to a person who asked me the same question. I think that the update, or the percentage update to Blade Dancer is about as useless as the 0.1% nerf to Riding Hood. It doesn't matter. It's going to make Blade Dancer slightly better, and it's still not going to matter. The problem with Blade Dancer is it needs a rework. Like, they need to rework how the abilities work. And I have gone through an entire dissertation. There is a video on my channel that is why Blade Dancer is one of the worst legendary DPS units. As a Blade Dancer main, changing the percentage by 0.5% to the stacks is not good. Blade Dancer's damage isn't technically the problem. That's a problem, but it's not technically the worst problem. There's a large quantity of problems that Blade Dancer in either form, Floral Frenzy or Blooming Dash. Blooming Dash is better, but Blooming Dash also has problems that hinder it from being the best. And I think the easiest way that I can describe it is Zealot. Zealot is a unit that requires you to run Magic Cauldron. And because you are forced to use Magic Cauldron, you can't use that's one spot that's already taken, which means that you have to pick between your other support cards. What are your other support cards when 2 of your cards are already taken? The reason why the Riding Hood deck is so good is because it can use Knight Statue and Witch. It doesn't need Scrapper because Riding Hood is in and of itself a kind of Scrapper. It can get rid of units. So it's basically also a Scrapper without being a Scrapper, so that you can always continuously do something as long as you have mana to summon in. So it is essentially a scrapper. You can run Night Statue, Witch, Dryad, all of which give your Riding Hood bonuses, and then you can run a Harlequin and duplicate all of your a Summoner, which is also giving you extra bonuses. So you're running a DPS card that is essentially five support cards. That's why that deck is so good. It's doing all the things. It's giving you everything that you have to pick in other decks. You have to do so much. You would have to do so much to Blade Dancer to make it okay. Not even good. Like, okay. Like a reasonable unit. Like a cultist. Like a cultist is like an okay unit. Like, it's not going to beat Riding Hood. It's fine. But it's not like top tier. I think Small Shamer would highly disagree. As a cultist main. But like, you would have to do so much to Blade Dancer to make it okay. And a 0.5% increase is not going to change anything. In the same way that a 0.1% decrease to Riding Hood did not change anything. It's a silly nerf. And the Blade Dancer buff is a silly buff. That's how I feel. I feel sad. I feel sad that that's all they're doing. Like, they're not even trying. I had the perfect metaphor last stream. And so now I have to reuse the joke. How I feel about that buff is that it's how I would feel if I went to a restaurant and I went to the bathroom and the bathroom was a bucket. And I complained to the management, hey, like, there's just a bucket in your bathroom. And they looked at me and said, oh, is it full? Here, we'll empty it. That's what a 0.5% buff is. It's something, but that's not the problem. I'd rather poop in a bucket that is not full, yes, but that's not the original problem that I'm coming to you with. Like, my real question that I neglected to ask is, why is it just a bucket in your bathroom? My problem is not, oh, how about you give Blade Dancer a 0.5% buff and then I'll love it. That's not my problem with Blade Dancer. That's not going to change anything. In the same way that decreasing Riding Hood's damage by 0.1% did not change anything. Riding Hood got nerfed. I don't know if you know this. Riding Hood got nerfed last season. It is in its nerfed form right now, and it is rocking like 100 billion damage. It doesn't matter. Bird Box was overhyped, in my opinion. I thought Bird Box was fine. I was very shocked at how good Barcelona Bird Box was. I did not expect anything from that movie, and it's fine. And I like how they set up a sequel in Bird Box, in Barcelona. I don't necessarily care if they make that sequel. I think, Barcelona was good enough, and if they never go back to it, I would be fine with that as well. But I thought that Barcelona was also good as well. I thought Bird Box was fine. In terms of like Netflix original movies, there's not a lot of good ones. And I thought that Bird Box was on the top end of a good Netflix movie. Old Planet of the Apes movies, best of all times. I've never seen them. I haven't even seen all of the new Planet of the Apes movies, and they're coming out with the fourth one. I've seen the first two, and I never saw the third one. I think I just fell off of it after the second one. And I can't believe they killed Caesar. Spoiler alert. He's like the reason why you watch the first two. And they kill that guy. And then, like, I'm just like, what's the rest of it then? You just have to keep, like, it just keeps rebooting itself. Actually, the sky is black. It's because of the elements in our atmosphere. Shut up, Stewie. Yeah, I trust that there are. We always have that one kid who says this. All of the internet says that. All of the internet is that whenever you see, I meant the fraction blessing. Oh, that's sad. I just went on like a 10-minute tangent about something that you weren't even referencing. You know what? I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel the same way. It's fine. I feel the exact same way about the faction blessing. I can't even remember. Actually, yeah, I can check it. I have another phone. Unlike other Robin Hoods, I have an English accent. Oh, damn it. I'm waiting for my Rush Royale to load on my phone, and I had it open, but it's now reloading itself. I'll get there. It's thinking. There we go. I basically feel the same. My thoughts stand. It's not good enough. 4% per unit per force faction unit. In a Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, you're looking at Blade Dancer and Dryad. You're getting plus 8% crit chance. It's good. I mean, I think that an 8% crit chance is better than the 0.5% the 0.5% flat bonus that they're giving. I'm more excited about an 8% crit chance for that deck than I am about a 0.5% increase, if that helps. I've tried running Summoner in it, by the way, if your next thing was to say, why don't you use Summoner? I've tried using Summoner in Blooming Dash. It doesn't work as well as Harlequin. You can't replace the Harlequin. I really wanted Enhanced Summoning Summoner to work in that deck because it feels like it should be the same. Like it should work like the same way. Like, oh, like Harlequin just duplicates something. Whenever you have, a high-level summoner, you can duplicate something. But it doesn't work as well as you would think because Harlequin has the ability to give you exactly what you want. Summoner gives you a random thing. So if you have like 8, perfectly leveled Blade Dancers, and you just want another Blade Dancer to add to your perfectly leveled Blade Dancer collection, and it gives you a Knight statue, what are you going to do with that Knight statue? Now you have to merge that out. And it just doesn't work the same way. Because if that same thing was a Harlequin, you could Harlequin a Blade Dancer and get another Blade Dancer. Likewise, if you need more Dryads, because all of your Blade Dancers are the same level, but you have a level 4 Dryad and you just need another level 4 Dryad, and you merge out 2 level 3 Knight statues and you get a level 4 Harlequin, you can Harlequin the Dryad, upgrade 2 of your Blade Dancers, get 2 level 5s. If that becomes a Portal Keeper, now you just have an extra Portal Keeper that you don't care about. If you had a Summoner and you enhance summoning it, now you just have an extra Portal Keeper that you don't know what to do with, and now you have to get rid of that Portal Keeper now. It doesn't work the same as, it doesn't work as well as the redundancy of a Harlequin. It looks like it should be the same. It's definitely not the same. Andy something, the guy who also plays Golem, Andy Serkis, in Lord of the Rings, also plays Caesar. He does. He also plays Ulysses S. Claw in Black Panther, which is kind of wacky. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of movies. Not all movies. I haven't seen all movies, but I mean, I have more knowledge about movies and movie news because of John Campea. I've been listening to John Cambia ever since 2020. He was like my pandemic savior. What am I playing? Oh, I keep thinking I'm playing Blooming Dash. I'm definitely not. Usually I summon in, and wherever all my Blade Dancers are, that's where I build. I have drawn one Blade Dancer. That's something. I guess I'm going to upgrade the one Blade Dancer. Twilight Hunting. You never see people using Twilight Hunting. I don't know if there's a reason. There might be a reason. Or maybe people do. I don't know. Maybe they switch back. I feel like Demon Hunter players, they switch back and forth between Twilight Hunting and a Cruel Taint and the cruelest of taints. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember when they released the talents ahead of time and Absorption of Evil was called Cruel Taint? If you don't remember, I definitely have a video so that everybody can remember. The cruelest of taint. Nobody likes a cruel taint. That was great. I also like the fact that they could never like settle on a name for for what they were going to name Sea Dog, and in some promotional things, like some like official videos, they call it Sea Wolf. And I'm like, is it Sea Wolf or Sea Dog? And like they like it's called Sea Dog, but there's like the video where they introduce the unit in their official Rush Royale Rush Royale way. It calls it Sea Wolf, and I was like, what's Sea Wolf? What do you mean? I have to throw that in there like every stream. Just the Jennifer Lawrence hot ones. What do you mean? What do you mean Sea Wolf? What do you mean? It's Sea Dog. What's Sea Wolf? Oh, come on. I just want to Come on. Come on. I just want a Harlequin or a Knight statue in this slot. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Oh, there's one. There's one. We got one. Oh, perfect. Let's go here. I don't want to upgrade this too much because eventually I do. If I get a Harlequin right there, I want to be able to like free upgrade it and then copy it. If I like throw all my chips into this and I get a Harlequin, then I have to like upgrade that, and that's a problem. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Okay. Ugh. I should really drink water or anything if I'm going to talk for 2 hours. Ugh. Ugh. Wait, are we playing PvP? We're playing PvP. I don't know if this was your choice, Raven Skybird, but we're playing PvP. Is this what you meant to do? I didn't even realize what you just wanted a PvP against me. I definitely thought that was co-op. Did anybody else think that was co-op? Or did everybody understand that we were playing PvP? I just kind of assumed that people want to co-op and make gold and money. Gold is money. I did not pay attention to it. Ain't that I'm the real I'm the real Robin Hood because I can speak it with an English accent from Robin Hood in tights. It is. That is correct. That's not even my favorite line in that movie. My favorite line in that movie is when Blinken is in the watchtower and Robin goes to him and he's like, Blinken, what are you doing? And he's like, guessing. I'm guessing no one's coming. that line kills me every single time. Ugh. It's such a great moment in that movie. In a movie filled with great moments. How does Dark Priest work? It works in the same way that Witch works. When Dark Priest hits you, I don't know what the percentage is. I've never looked it up. You can look all of this up in Knowledge Base. I just know it's pretty bad. Don't get Dark Priested. I'm gonna look this up now. It doesn't even give you a percentage. Okay, it's a 4. Oh, sorry. I was looking up Dark Priest. You can send that again. There we go. Yeah, Dark Priest, if it attaches to your unit starts healing the monsters. Which means that if you're dealing... Let's say it heals for like 1,000 damage, right? I'll try to keep this easy. Let's say it heals for 1,000 damage. If your monster is dealing 2,000 damage, but it's healing for 1,000 damage, the rest of your units have to compensate for that amount of damage. It basically works like a witch. If you understand how a witch works, it basically works like that. Why am I yelling? Like, I have this game sound off so that I don't feel like I need to yell, and I'm still yelling. Just really fired up. I'm real excited to be here. I don't know. Big plays? Big plays. Big plays. I need all of these dryads to combine. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Eat. If I could get a 3, I'm gonna wait here, because if I can get 3 dryads and copy, that's pretty big. That's 2. That's 3. I mean, I guess I need more than that. I'm gonna combine these. Oh, that's pretty good. We did it. I didn't think we would do it. I didn't think it would be that easy. That was pretty good. It was a good usage of that guy. We're almost there. Then I can go back into chat. 3, 4. I guess I can upgrade this. Bleep. Oh, I should have used this one. It's fine. Bleep. 4. Bleep. One question. Do you know anyone who would sell a Rush Royale account with almost everything max? I don't even know what kind of price tag that would fetch. And that's also a legal business. As a Rush Royale content creator, even if I knew of such practice, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But in all honesty, I don't. Rush Royale is very against buying or selling, what's it called? Accounts. Oh, big plays? Should I go big plays again? That would be the biggest of plays. Oh, that's not great. I don't like that at all. Now I just have to run on a useless other knight statue. Like that one. I might have to just leave that there. Or, I don't have to leave it there. I can put it over here. And it'll do the same thing. That was pretty big plays, though. Like, if that became a Dryad, that would have been crazy. All I want to do is get a 2 more Blade Dancers, and I will be set. I guess I can go everything here. 4. Oh my god. I kind of like when Robin comes home and he tells his mom, "Oh, the father is dead." Yeah, that whole speech is really good. How everything that he once loved died by like being killed by the previous thing. That's a good speech as well. Latrine. It's like, oh, my family changed it to latrine. He's like, wait, your family changed it to latrine? Yeah, used to be shithouse. It's a good change. It's a good change. There's so many jokes in that movie. It's Mel Brooks at his finest. He has done other movies. That one is the best. That one and like Spaceballs. Like those are the 2 like best Mel Brooks movies. I've seen like I think all of them or most of them. But like it's such a great movie. I almost want to watch that today. I might watch that later. I don't know. Oh no, my set. I am currently doing co-op with Raven Skybird. The Raven Skybird. How is Blooming Down with Flicker instead of Portal Keeper? Terrible. I just had an entire conversation on one of Manti. Manti is another content creator. He does YouTube videos as well, but there's a part of me that thinks that that he primarily focuses all of his efforts onto Twitch because his videos on YouTube are not that high, and it would make me question how he got accepted to the program. But I have to assume that most Rush Royale content creators just stream on Twitch. I tried looking into Twitch. I didn't get too far into it, and I honestly don't know what the benefits of having a Twitch over a YouTube would be. I'm just more familiar with YouTube. I would specifically be making a Twitch just for this. And also, they wouldn't let me make a password. Anything that I could come up with that I constantly use as a password, they just weren't accepting. For different reasons. They were like, "Oh, that's too common of a phrase. That's too common of a name. That's too common of a thing." And there was a part of me that thought that I was gonna have to make like a password like it's 1 4 5 8 7 12 13 15 9 8 11 12 exclamation mark question mark lowercase I lowercase b uppercase a uppercase 9 exclamation mark backspace. Like I would have had to make some. I was getting to that point where they were not accepting every password that I could come up with. That was an easy remember for myself. And I was just like, fuck this. I'm done. Oh no, that's two F-bombs in the same stream. Demonetized. I will make no money from this stream. I don't make money from streams. I do this for your entertainment. But yeah, that was my experience with Twitch. Anyway, I commented on Manti's video, and I got into this like weird argument with this kid about Because he was convinced that Blooming Dash Blade Dancer is better with Flicker as well. And I expressed all of my distaste for Flicker as opposed to Portal Keeper. And he was like, no, it's really good. Like, pro people just don't know. It's like my super secret. It's my secret. Nobody knows about this. Nobody plays this deck. And I was like, you don't think that if it was a good deck, pro people wouldn't play it? Like, do you actually think that pro people are just oblivious to this game and decks that you can potentially create? They have max everything. If there is a reason why 90% of those pro players are not playing a deck, it's probably because it's bad. Not because it's a secret, but it's probably because it's not good. And as the CEO of Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, Flicker is not great. It fixes one problem, and then you just accrue four other problems. Part of Portal Keeper's problem is that it is a spot in your deck. And then you can't run other support cards. You can't run a Chemist. You can't run an Enchant Sword. You can't run a Trapper. You can't run a Witch. You can't run something, right? A Summoner. You can't run a Summoner because you have to run Harlequin. And so you can run Flicker so that you can run that extra support card. But now you're running Flicker. And now, like, your movement is severely stunted because now you can only move one space at a time. So, like, if this card over here is Dark Priestess or King Puddinged, now I have to move here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then now I have to move this, and then, you know, you're probably using Elegant Parry, which has a 35% chance to cleanse, and then I have to move it back, and then move it back. Oh, and now this unit is Dark Priestess. Now I have to move back here, move back here, move back here, move back here. Oh, it didn't cleanse yet. Move it again, move it again, move it again. Like, it's awful. I think I tried like 3 games with a Flicker when Flicker first came out. I think I tried like 3 games with a Flicker, and I was like, no. This is not this is not better. This is awful. This is an awful experience. I love this deck, and this is an awful kind of experience. Like, you can run Scrapper in that deck, and that's what you should be running, because if you can move anything, run Scrapper, right? And it's going to get significantly better with the Scrapper talents, because you can go infinite, like super infinite. Beyond infinite with new Scrapper talents. Like, the amount of levels that you will be getting with new Scrapper is insanity. And so, like, it's going to be much better as soon as that comes out. And it's going to be easier to upgrade a Night Statue and 7 Blade Dancers. But that's not the problem. It's you're losing so much not being able to run Gadget, or not being able to run J, or not being able to run, you know, other heroes. Like, you could technically probably run Necromancer. I really want to get like level 5 Necromancer and run Blooming Dash Blade Dancer in a Necromancer deck. It's not good. Those are my long thoughts about Flicker instead of Portal Keeper for Blooming Dash. It's not good. I'm just waiting for Portal Keeper to get the Santa talent, where you can move anything of lesser value. That talent is amazing, because then it allows your Blooming Dash Blade Dancer deck to run Scrapper, and then you can more easily level 7 your field. And that's one of the problems of Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, is that you have to level up everything equally. And getting things to like level 5, level 6, level 7 is very difficult. And you need just a ridiculous amount of Dryads and luck. At which point, like, your solution is Flicker and Scrapper. And I'm like, no, you're just obtaining new problems by trying to fix old problems. Best line in Monty Python is, "I'll fart in your general direction." There's another line in that exact scene, in that exact monologue. Your mother was a hamster? Oh, the line immediately after. Your mother is a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry. Holy Grail is the only Monty Python thing I've ever seen. Kind of on the same vibes as Monty Python. Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yeah. It like if you watch History of the World Part 1, that is almost exactly like Holy Grail. Like in terms of comedy style. It looks like it was probably done by the same director, and it's obviously definitely not. Zealot deck suggestions for co-op. No. My favorite unit in this game is Zealot. When people ask me like what my favorite unit is in this game, it's Zealot. It's technically Zealot. I love Zealot. Zealot was one of the first cards I ever maxed with the Talons. I was so excited for Zealot Talons. That's how old I am. I remember when Zealot first got Talons. Zealot is the hardest thing to run in co-op because it has the worst, the absolute worst attack speed. A level 4 attack, like Zealot, attacks so slow. Like that thing needs to be like a level 7 and be next to a cauldron and be on a tile for it to be able to do anything. It is awful. It is silly how bad level, like, what's it called? Like level how bad Zealot is on a level 1 in co-op level 13. It's just terrible. Do not do it. I would not recommend it. I would recommend the Knight Statue deck over the Zealot deck. At least the Knight Statue deck is funny. Zealot is just sad. It attacks so slow that it's like the first 5 rounds in co-op are almost impossible. You can send both over. I'm sorry. Oh, the curse? I'm assuming that was a curse. I didn't even notice it. Is this Roblox? No, it's definitely Rush Royale. Who's Zealot? Zealot is the mana guy. The guy that like obtains more damage if you the guy that obtains more damage if you, what's it called? If you have more mana. But that but it doesn't increase infinitely because that would be too good. And so it slows down the mana, the amount of damage that it does when you get like an insane amount of mana. If it increased infinitely, it would be too good. And so it significantly decreases as you obtain more mana. Like I believe at 10,000 you have like, actually what am I doing? I have a second phone. I don't know why I like speculating when I could easily just look it up. I didn't realize how late it was. I think I have like one more co-op in me if somebody wants to co-op after this. And my throat is going anyway. I could probably stream tomorrow. I don't know if you guys have a suggested time or just like around the same time. But I actually have all day off. I have to do laundry, and other than that, I can do. I'm basically free all day. So the way that Zealot works. Oh no, hang on. I'll get this. Why did I click out of it? Okay. So the way that Zealot works, at 1,000 mana, you get double damage. At 10,000 mana, you get 2.5 damage. And at 60,000 mana, you get triple damage. As you progress through mana, as you get more and more mana over the course of the game, it gets better, but it doesn't get a lot better. And that's the that's one of the 15 problems that a Zealot deck has. A Zealot deck also has to run Cauldron. It is forced to run Cauldron. It states that if it's next to a mana-producing thing, an effect happens. It is not a mana-producing thing because Vampire is a mana-producing thing, Reaper is a mana-producing thing, and those don't work. And if Vampire could work in that deck to fulfill the role of Cauldron, I think it would be a better deck. And I don't know why they've never fixed that. They just want you to run Cauldron with it. So you're forced to run Cauldron. You're trying to run Zealot. What are your 3 other cards? What's the rest of your deck? You have to set up this very complicated, like, X pattern, right? So you need at least a Harlequin. If you run Harlequin, you need to be able to cleanse. Like, there's so many problems that you're trying to fix. You need increasing damage, right? Because Zealot doesn't necessarily have, like, that much of increasing damage. You can't run Night Statue because you're running Cauldron. You could run Night Statue, but now what's your other 2 cards? Harlequin, Night Statue. How are you leveling things up? Scrapper, but then it's slow, which means that you can't upgrade your Dryads, or you can't upgrade your level 1 Zealots quickly. So you'll have level 1 everything. Then you'll have to summon in 4 things to Scrapper. But now, because you're summoning in to Scrapper, you're wasting mana, so your Zealot is now worse. There's so many fucking problems. There's so many problems. Zealot makes me so angry. If there was one card that I love, it's Zealot. And it's so bad. I want Zealot to be good so badly. And it's so bad. It's not good. It has too many problems that every time you fix a problem, you just realize that it has a different problem. After 5:30 because of school. When you say after 5:30, what time is it currently right now? Because currently right now, for me, it is 8:44. Time zones matter. After 5:30 might be different to you as it is to me. 9:44. It's an hour difference. Soon it will be 4 a.m. Why are you awake? I am not that interesting for you to be awake this late. Yes! Let's go here. Here. Let's go here, here, here. Yeah. 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 Name that reference. 500 bonus points if you can name that reference. That's a weird cut. Yeah. 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 My friend and I used to do that all the time. I don't think anybody's going to get it. I'll wait a bit. And if somebody says, like, hey, what was that reference? I'll tell you. Because that will mean that I have waited long enough and nobody got it. Soon it will be 4 a.m. I am the best at the game. Gamers at pro. He is a pro at the game. Not only is he the best, he is a pro. Say it again. Yeah. 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 You can fact check me on this one. I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube. It's a very specific, like, it's not a song. It's a reference to, I'll say this. It's a reference to a TV show. It's a reference to a moment in a TV show. So you said 5:30 because of school, but you are currently an hour ahead of me, so 4:30 because of school. I feel like that's about right. Yeah, I could probably start it around there. I should probably start it earlier anyway. So that time would be 4:30 for me. I'll probably start it around that time anyway. I've been playing another game today in your streams, kind of the chill zone. Say it, yeah. I'm blank at the moment. It's so yeah, nobody's gonna get this. It's Family Guy. It's when they're when Peter was writing Falcor, and it's the silliest thing. It's the silliest thing because he's writing Falcor and he's like super excited, and he's like, yeah, and then Falcor is like, you're a little heavy, and then he's like, yeah, and he's like, oh no, we're going down, and then he crashes, and he goes like Peter goes into the dirt. He's under dirt, and under dirt, very clearly, it still goes, yeah. 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 You can look this up. Just like Never Ending Story Family Guy. There's just the one reference. Should we do it? Do I like to live dangerously? That's a very dangerous move. I'll save up mana and then I'll do it. I get home at 4:30, but the whole week I'm after school and won't be home until at least 5:30. And then I have dinner at 5:45. It's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of numbers going on there. I will stream for a very lengthy period of time around that time. I clearly can't, do a short stream. I clearly love just like talking for long periods of time. Okay, we're going to do it. This is a big play. Big plays. We are hoping for Dryad, Harlequin, or obviously a Blade Dancer. A Scrapper would not be great, but it's not the end of the world. And if it's a Knight statue, that's really not great. I mean, all I needed to do is summon in 2 Dryads, and then I could eat it if it's a Knight statue. These are the things you have to think about whenever you make these plays. Because it's not necessary. I don't need to do this. I could just easily, summon in things, combine that, and then do that, right? But that's not exciting. You know what's exciting? Big plays. Big plays. Yes! That's how we do. That's how it's done. That's how you play this game. Big plays and outs. Good to see you again. Thanks for helping out the other day. I need some advice again. What is your question? I'm fairly new. Any advice? Again, what is your question? That was obviously a different person. I'm actually good. You know what? I could probably stop playing this game. I'm probably fine here. How long have I been playing? Pretty long. Since when co-op was endless. When co-op was endless, when Royal Trials first started, when it was going to become an event. I don't know the exact time that I started playing. Everybody thinks that I keep that in my head, and I don't. I don't remember when I exactly first started. I want to say 2020, because I started playing this with my ex, and that was during 2020. Yeah, that's actually very accurate. My ex can track. I can track this based on the idea that I started playing this with my ex, and I met her in 2020 when I was doing nothing and staying at home all day. Yeah, that sounds accurate. If you wanted it down to month, I don't know. I tried to use the Corsair deck, but it just doesn't work out. It's because Corsair is not great. What should I work on? I'm in Arena 11. This is a different person. Boreas, Corsair, Dryad, Witch, Shaman, Cultist, Demonologist, Frost, Hex, and Dryad. But I need another deck. Crystalmancer. When units look like symbols. Corsair just got nerfed like a lot. You have Crystalmancer with Dryad. What level is your Crystalmancer? Dryad. Hex. You have Dryad and Dryad. Not only do you have Dryad, but you also have Dryad. Bleep. I was getting scared of that level 2 guy. Level 1 guy. What should I work on? I'm in Arena 11. Arena doesn't matter. Arena is useless information. If you are in an arena and not in leagues yet, just keep trying decks. That is the specific time in your career as a Rush Royale player that you need to just create decks and play the game. Because that is what most of this game is. All of your cards are going to be very low level. And so all of the other cards of everybody else's are very low level. I would highly recommend just playing co-op a lot and raising your crit. And eventually your crit will just push you through into leagues. And that's how you get out of arena. If you don't have good cards, you can literally just raise your crit level more than your opponents by playing co-op and getting gold and upgrading your cards. And then you'll eventually just get out of arena and get into leagues. But just, I don't know, just play the game. Yeah, anybody who is in arena, I never want to give advice to, because then advice becomes a crutch. And I feel like if you're in, before leagues, you should just be playing with cards. Play with different cards. Like, see what pushes you further into the game. Common units was circular and legendary was crown shaped. Oh yeah, I remember that. And you had to remember the color and pattern. That was so dumb. That was such a dumb way to do it. I hated that. And you had to remember. You had to remember all those shapes. Oh my god, that takes me back. That takes me back to the 2020. It was the second worst thing to happen to me that year. Shapes. It's the second worst thing to happen to the world. It was when all of the Rush Royale units looked like shapes, and that other thing that happened that year. I remember that. Yeah. Level 8, but I'm broke to up it to 9. You should probably get a level 9 Crystalmancer and get back to me. Just play co-op, man. Just play co-op and stop worrying about PvP. Too many people worry about PvP. I mean, if you're in arenas, no. I want to say, like, if you're in arena, yeah, even my advice to somebody in arena, like, I'm maxed out on co-op, I can't continue. That doesn't matter. As am I. I am also maxed out on arena. That doesn't mean I stop playing co-op. You're not playing co-op to play the next level. You're playing co-op to earn gold to upgrade your cards so that you can upgrade your crit so that your games are easier. If you had the same deck, but you had 5,000 crit, guess what? That deck all of a sudden is kind of okay. Like, you know, like, you don't play, yeah, you're not, if you thought you were playing co-op to just play the next level, and oh, now I don't need to play co-op anymore, it's the only way to earn gold. You earn like what, hundreds of gold every match you win. You earn thousands of gold every time you play co-op. That's why you have to use up every single one of your maps every single day. Like, you need so much gold. The gold crunch is so big as a new player. Until there is no gold crunch. That's why I have 2 million gold. But your crit is directly linked to how much damage you can do. I've been running Dryad, Boreas, Grindstone, Joker, and when you say Joker, you mean Clown. And Portal Keeper. That brought me from 4,000 to 4,500, but now I'm too weak at this point. Yeah, it's because you're crit. I still have vids of that time of Rush Royale. That's crazy. I mean, vids exist. I'm maxed on co-op. I can't continue. I need higher crit. You're going to need a few 100,000. I was playing co-op to get the magic dust and the legendaries. That's one reason to play it, but that's not the main reason. That's a bonus. And they didn't even have to do that. They didn't even have to give you magic dust and the legendary, but they chose to. And those are the free things that they do for people in this game, and everybody just wants more. One of the most common, like, quote-unquote suggestions in the Discord, there should be a legendary in the shop all the time. I'm just like, are you, I was going to do it again. I was going to do another F-bomb. Are you kidding me? That's what you want? Like, you just want everybody to have max everything? Like, you know that this game is easier because everybody doesn't have max everything? Like, what if you were at 4,000 trophies and you were going up against a max Zeus and a max Demon Hunter and a max Witch and a max Dryad and a max Night Statue? What if every match you played was just against max everything, and you just had like 40-minute matches every single game all the time for the rest of your time here? Like, that's not good. You could go up against me with max sword DPS with that trophy count, so getting higher crit is a bit of a must. Being ignorant. I don't think, yeah, people don't understand how important co-op is. People, like, focus PvP so much, and they're like, oh, I don't want to play co-op because it's boring. And I'm like, well, then how do you earn gold to upgrade your cards? And they were like, oh, I don't want to. Like, I just want to play PvP. How do I build a better deck? I'm just like, it's at a certain point, it's not about the best deck if you have like 500 crit. You could play a bad deck at high crit and win. You could play a bad deck. I used to do that. I used to play silly decks. I'm gonna do that after this game. You could play a silly deck and win with amazing crit and a bad deck. I will showcase how that works. I'm gonna run a Dryad, and that's all I'm gonna run. Like in terms of like broken cards, I'm gonna run one Dryad. And I'm going to show you how that's possible. How like your crit percentage and equipment and things that have nothing to do with anything, or you feel like they have nothing to do with anything, matter. I'll even run a trainer. I'll run a bestie. I'll run a level like 18 bestie. Something that nobody uses. Can I get a helper card in next PvE? Oh, so am I running a co-op? I was thinking about like ending this stream if you're not running an attack deck. But like me running an attack deck is the thing that's keeping us alive and speeding up this game. You dealing damage is what's like speeding up the process of this like very long co-op. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen it already, in the next patch, co-op level 13 is now 25 rounds. You get 2 double boss waves, which is kind of crazy, but it is only 25 rounds. So co-op is going to be much, much quicker. No, but hang on. Like, I'm going to show you that you can run a really bad deck with really high crit and win against reasonably good cards. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna play a regular PvP game. Because I'm definitely not gonna take this into co-op. So I'm gonna be 1 second. I don't want to run like amazing things. I don't want to run Poisoner. I'm going to go Executioner. I'm going to run one Dryad. And I'm going to go Bestie. And then I'm going to keep everything the same. Oh, I'm not going to run Chemist. It's like a bad support card. Clown, because it doesn't even work all the time. Ivy and Earth Elemental are really good. Actually, no, Ivy is awful. Ivy works for the first 2 rounds, and then it never works again. Earth Elemental is broken. Because it has the ability to, multi-hit, the field. Plague Doctor is also on the same level as Ivy. It only works in the first 2 rounds, and then doesn't do anything ever again. Demon Hunter, level 9. And a level 1 mermaid. In case you didn't know, Bestie's ability wipes out the field on the first couple of rounds. I'm gonna go here. Should I go? I feel like I should go on this one. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Upgrades. Clown! Yes! It's broken! Everybody use clown! Clown's so good! Bestie is toxic. It slows enemy units. Super broken. Everybody should use Bestie. Yeah! Let's go! Four. Two. Oh no. You know what? I just have to do it. It's fine. I was trying to upgrade it, but like that wasn't gonna happen apparently. No, I still lost stuff. That's sad. Yeah, it clears 1 through 3 and then doesn't do anything for the rest of the game. That's what I'm saying. If you have a problem with waves 1 through 3, that's a different problem that you should be solving. That's a weird reason to use it. Oh, I tried to get the fire mage. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, if I can clear that. Oh. Oh. Let's see if I can do. Let's see what we can do about this. That didn't do anything. Tamer. Go, 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 go. Oh god, I definitely would have gotten hit by whatever that was. Oh, I should have clowned it. No. Go, fire mage, go! Come on. Come on. Come on. It's a warlock, so as long as I summon in like a full board, I won't get hit too terribly with this. But I'm definitely gonna get hit. Clown. Aw, oh, come on. No! I killed the Bannerlord. That's something. Oh, I need to... I'm gonna save this. Because if it hits the Dryad... Oh, let's go! Let's go! No! Haha! Level 4 banner! I'm still gonna die. Am I gonna die? No! The plan! It isn't working! Come on. Come on. Come on. King pudding. Come on. No. Oh. No. What does this do? Does this do anything? No. I guess it's not everything. I don't know. I was pretty convinced that I would win that. That didn't work out at all. I should watch ads. I should end this stream. Okay, so I am going to be back and forth on my Rush Royale account after I'm about to end this stream. If that deck was a little bit better, I've done decks where like I'll play like a bad card, but like play this deck. Like if you like named a unit, I would just sub out Blade Dancer for that unit. Because this is like the base version of like what a good deck is. Like it does it like just a Night Statue, a Harlequin, a Scrapper. You just do Blade Dancer, Floral Frenzy setup, and you just build on that. And the deck can the unit can be literally anything. Maybe except Thrower. Thrower is the worst unit. But like you can run this, and it'll be like really good, like surprisingly good. Max Monk. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who's this crazy guy that's got Max Monk? Rogue is very OP. Rogue is the best common, epic, and rare. Everybody says Crystal Mancer. I say Rogue. I am like the #1 like Rogue defender. I will always defend Rogue as being the best DPS card for commons, epics, and rares. I'm gonna trust it. Oh, I can cleanse. I just cleansed right now. I'm not liking this puppeteer. Ooh, that's pretty good. Because I can do that, and do that. 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 The problem with Reaper DPS is that it doesn't do well against Banner Lords. The moment that you hit a Banner Lord, it's really bad. It showcases how bad Reaper damage actually is. I made an entire Reaper character spotlight video, and that's usually where you die. It's like the first time you hit a Banner Lord, you can't kill it. 2. Reaper, Sharpshooter, Dryad, Night Statue, and Harlequin. I have to stop streaming. I promise you, we can continue this tomorrow. But I find that like whenever I want to stop streaming, that's when I have like the most people on my stream. And that's very sad for me as a person. I'm just like, no, I would love to continue, but I definitely have to end this. I have a free day tomorrow. I am going to play a lot tomorrow. I will actively promise you that I will stream tomorrow. Today for you is already tomorrow in my time zone. It is already tomorrow. Continue streaming. Cleanse, you bastard. Oh my god, I didn't even upgraded this guy. Is he running Blessing? Oh, wow. Bam! There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Why did I want to see that? Oh, here we go. So I can upgrade that. And upgrade that. And upgrade that. And upgrade. Ugh. Go away. I don't want this there, because I'd rather use that as a growth tile and keep it on. If he was running Equilibrium, I would not pick Scrapper. He's not, but he's not. He's running Blessing. Scrapper is very much better with that. Very much so better. 8%. I don't want to get rid of it. Well, now I want to get rid of it. And now I can upgrade that. Or I can get rid of that. And I got another one. Perfect. Perfect. I'm still gonna die. Probably. I'm probably gonna die. No! 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 Oh, come on. That, like, dumb king pudding again. Oh my god. I, like, really fought back that wave. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, let's go. I mean, I'm still definitely gonna die, but that was pretty cool. Yeah, let's go. He's like, why don't you combine these cards? That would be a better usage of your time. Oh my god. Is it gonna happen? Am I gonna win with this terrible deck? No. Oh, maybe. No. Oh, maybe. No. Oh? Maybe? Probably not. Huh? What are these bosses? A gold tile on nothing. Perfect. Oh! No! That was like a 6. Was that like a 6? What was that? I'm not winning this. I'm very clearly not winning this. Oh, God. How do I have 46 people in this stream? Maybe I should just tell my friend that I can't talk to her today. This is insane. Yeah. How much damage was that? Rush TV. 160 million damage? I think that's pretty good for Poisoner. I think that's pretty good for Max Poisoner. I am going to end this stream because I need to go. Yeah, just say you're going to end the stream and people are going to join. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I think we were hovering around the same amount of people like for that entire stream. And as soon as I was like, hey, I got to go because it's 9 o'clock, everybody was like, let's all join. That's the new goal. I'm going to start like titling my streams. I'm about to end this stream. This stream is about to end. And then everybody will join. But anyway, I will catch you guys tomorrow. I will stream around the same time. And I will, like, whenever I stream, it'll go for like this amount of time. And so you'll probably find it and we can do wacky stuff tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. And thank you guys for liking my videos and getting me to 1,000 subscribers. We did hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm looking into the YouTube, content creator program. Like they're like, so that you can monetize and get things. I don't know. I haven't looked too far into it. Maybe I'll do that all day tomorrow. But yeah, things are coming. Big things are coming. I'll leave you with that. I'll talk to you guys later.